Yo, what's good? What's good? How you doing, Honch? How you doing, Honch?
Year,
Yes, sir.
what's good with it, my boys? Week 3, we got them punk ass Dolphins. You already show the vibes, man. You
Fish
already
food.
show the vibes.
You already know it smells like tuna in here. What's good? We got fish food on the menu. We got
Yeah,
people
what's
in the
up?
chat. We got a live week going on. We 2-0. Looking for the trace. What's going on with it? Looking for the three-peat.
I'm chilling, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat that pulled up. You already know, you know where to hit us up, man. You see the
Yo.
Instagram, the Twitter handles down there. So make sure y'all go follow us, man. Support everything we got going on, especially Raid. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, man, subscribe to that man channel and get it cracking, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go right into the comments, man. You know we got to show love to our peoples, man, as we always do. Let's
For
hit them
sure.
up. We see Matthew in the building. Let's get it. OG Fade out here. Dank Room Studios. He said Dank Room Studios approved. Let me invite me to the Dank Room Studios. I'm trying to see what's cracking over there, man. You got a party over there? What's going on?
Dank Room Studios. Shout out to y'all, man.
Yo, we approved.
That's
He said, "Yep, get the tape. Get the tape."
Yeah, y'all doing too much right now.
Wow.
Y'all doing too much.
Y'all starting early. I like it, though. I like it. We start early. Hey, shout out Don John. Nuke in the building looking like Tiger King.
Oh, shit.
Day off with some brew, waiting on the game to start. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got a game today at 1 o'clock out there on the East Coast. I know it's 4 o'clock, but it's a good time to have a pregame show. It's around lunchtime.
Yeah.
And we'll go ahead and just jump right into it, man. We got some people in the chat, people ready to talk about this football.
I see a lot of people in the chat is watching that Chiefs and Chargers game, and I hope y'all see what I've been pointing to now. Like, I'm not a Chargers fan or nothing like that, but you can see that the Chargers are a tough matchup, man. And that's why I said that's gonna be our first road test, in my opinion. It's gonna be that Chargers game, yo.
Yeah, most definitely. And that Chiefs defense, I was watching it right before I hopped on, and if you don't watch your division rivals, man, then you ain't doing something right. You ain't doing something right. You got to keep your enemies close. So I was definitely watching that, man. That Chiefs defense is looking weird. The stat line right now that I got in mind is that they given up 10 touchdowns on 10 defensive red zone.
Yeah. I think it's the battle of red zones, because I think the Chiefs have a terrible red zone defense, but I think the Chargers have a bad red zone offense right now. So
exactly. Let's get back to the chat though. Show some love. I'll see you right here in the building. Pizzle 4420 in the building. Out here going. The chat's starting to move. He said, hey, right off the bat, we already know that was gonna pop out on us.
Yeah, we already know that's how that goes.
Right off the bat. But hey, let's go ahead and hop right into it. First super chat of the day, OTN6 Soldier. You already know what always pulls up, showing love. Wake and bake with Raid and Honch. The Chiefs look bad besides the O-line. What do you think the key for us to win? Are you asking if we play the Chiefs? What's the key to us to win?
Yeah, we play both of those teams.
Yeah, you feel me? So let's go ahead and hop right into it, though. Hop right into it with this super chat. What do you think the key for us to win?
I think it's the keys for us to win. And he talking about against who? The Chiefs?
Honestly, I don't know. Let's say the Chiefs.
All right, let's go with the Chiefs first. So I think the keys for us to win against the Chiefs is to kind of keep Patrick Mahomes uncomfortable, man. It looks like that's what the Chargers are doing. They're doing a lot of stunts where they're bringing heavy pressure off one side and then having a guy looping to the other side. So it's like Patrick Mahomes thinks he can scramble out to the right to avoid pressure from the left, but there's actually a guy sitting there waiting for him. And I think kind of keeping Patrick Mahomes off balance and on his toes and not being able to get comfortable, set his feet for his throws, I think is really the key to victory for beating the Chiefs, because we didn't have a problem putting up points on them. Our problems was Patrick Mahomes breaking containment and then making great throws downfield. So I think if we can kind of keep him off balance and uncomfortable, force him into some bad throws, I think that's the obvious answer to how we beat the Chiefs.
No, most definitely. But me and Honcho, we haven't got a chance to talk about and recap week 2 against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So as we start off this show, we're going to head and recap on that, man. What was your number one takeaway from that game? Number one takeaway.
I mean, bro, the number one takeaway for me is Derek Carr is that guy, man. I mean, we could all point to how good the defense looks and all those other things, but the thing that stood out to me the most was how much better Derek Carr was than Ben Roethlisberger. Like, he made every throw that we needed him to make. He made every play we needed him to make. And even when it became crunch time and it felt like we might give the ball back with too much time left, or we weren't getting the points we thought we needed in the first half, we settled for a lot of field goals. Derek Carr once again stepped up. He's changing protections. He's changing runs to pass to runs. We were picking up timely first downs. And to me, I'm not saying that was like why we won or whatever the case may be, but that stood out to most to me. Was like Derek Carr is obviously on a mission. Derek Carr is a man amongst boys right now at the quarterback position. And I thought that just stood out the most to me was how good Derek Carr looked in that game.
No, most definitely, man. And I see you pulled up in the Derek Carr shirt, so I know you feeling some type of way. You already know what it is. You already know what
it's the only jersey that fit, man. All my other ones is too small.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know what time it is, man. You said he was talking about today. Graph in the building. You already know what time it is. He said he was talking about today, though, against the Dolphins. We'll hop right into that, though. Yeah. We're going to do a little bit. We're going to warm up. We just warming up, y'all. Y'all know what it is. We just warming up. We're doing a little recap. Me and Hunt. Since the season started, it seemed like it kind of got busier. And then so in between, time, we haven't really been going back and forth. You know what I mean?
Shit is just a blur, bro. Like from Sunday to Sunday, it's just like a blur to me, man, with work and coaching and kids. And then next thing you know, it's like, it's pregame again. Like, we haven't really chopped it up after the pregame shows. We don't even really talk that much right now. So we definitely got to recap some shit, man, for sure.
And that's what I'm saying. Since the season started, just that busy, it just boom, it just hit like, you know what I mean? That was your takeaway for the Steelers game. I would have to say, I'd have to ask you, what do you think about the run game? Because it's obvious that there's an issue there. Could it be Jacobs helps us a little bit more when he does come back, or if he's healthy when he comes back, or is the offensive line just struggling that bad to where it doesn't matter who's back there?
I think it's a little bit of both, man. I think obviously Jacobs being as good as he is, I mean, he's much better than Drake. He's much better than any other running back we have. So I feel like Josh Jacobs being that good might just take some of the stank off of how bad the offensive line is, almost like a deodorant. Like, you won't notice how bad the offensive line is when you have a superstar running back like Josh Jacobs back there. But obviously, without a Josh Jacobs, they look very bad, man. And I think that's part of the reason why we're probably holding him out right now. It's probably not that he can't play, but it's almost like, why put him out there until our line gets where they need to get? If he's 85, 90%, why would you put a 90% Josh Jacobs back there with a line that's playing below the level that we need him to play at, right? Especially to keep Josh healthy. So I think our offensive line has been bad. And I think it's almost like boxing to me, right? Like, you'll see a fighter get his ass beaten in one round and it'll be 10-8. And then the next round, he's still getting beat up, but not as bad. So you kind of want to give him the round like he wanted, right? But at the end of the day, that offensive line looked really terrible against Baltimore. And they looked bad against the Steelers. But since they didn't look as bad, people think that they didn't play that bad. I thought the offensive line was bad. I thought Derek Carr did a great job at in spite of that, making plays. But I mean, clearly that offensive line is struggling right now.
No, most definitely. He got he ended up getting strip sacked by TJ Watt. Alex Leatherwood ended up going down.
Yeah. And it was some issues with the center the quarterback exchange as well. It's just it's a lot of different little things that add up to a big problem. It's not like every play they're getting pressure on Derek Carr. No, but there's little things that missed block might be why we didn't score and shit like that.
Exactly. Drive killers, because a perfect example is when we were playing the Ravens, we get a big run out of Mariota going all the way down to the other side of the field around like the 30-yard line. We end up running the ball with Jacobs, getting another first down, but it gets called back because of offensive holding.
Yeah.
Then the very next play, we get a botched snap, and it was just ugly. We end up punting the ball from the 50-yard line when we should have been on the 20-yard line, right?
Yeah.
So it's drive killers. The offensive line.
Absolutely. And let's not get it twisted. Yeah, there's going to be a few guys that play well on the line. Like Colton Miller does play well. Like, but we're talking about as a unit. As a unit, you can't as a unit, you would think the offensive line is playing what at best a C-. If you had to grade the offensive line right now, I mean, how could you go much higher than a C-?
I mean,
you can't establish any type of run.
Let's do it. If you graded the offensive line right now, hey, the chat game, make sure y'all, every time a question is being asked, chat game already knows. If y'all returning, you already know how this works. If y'all new here, y'all know y'all gonna learn how this works. Whenever a question is being asked, y'all make sure y'all comment down below and let us know what y'all think. Go ahead and give us a grade for the offensive line after 2 weeks of play. Go ahead and give us that offensive line grades, y'all.
Yeah,
We got to hear
grade the offensive line, because for me, I'm going C-.
Yeah.
I almost want to go D+. I'm gonna go C- because even an average offensive line will get you running yards. Like, these are still NFL backs. Kenyon Drake is an NFL back. The fact that he can't even get to the line of scrimmage sometimes, like, that's a problem. So I don't know how you go much higher than a C-.
No, most definitely, man. I hear you too on the D plus, because that could potentially be a grade. That could potentially be a grade. We have a second string. We have a backup guard. We have 2 backup guards starting. Alex Leatherwood ended up getting hurt. Let's see how he continues to progress and show his production on the field. He's been having kind of a rough start, but he's a rookie, and we know how Colton Miller unraveled and his career transpired. So
even though I think that the offensive line is playing bad and it's a C- or whatever the case may be, I didn't have the highest expectations for this offensive line.
Yeah.
So it's not even like it's not a surprising C-. It's right where I thought we would be. Like I said, if you had Josh Jacobs, though, you might not think they're that bad, because Josh Jacobs is going to get you 6 yards when you might have lost 1 or might have just got back to the line of scrimmage. So I think that having Josh Jacobs sit out, it puts more of an emphasis on the mistakes that line is making.
No, most definitely, because going into the season, my top 2 worries were the wide receiver core and offensive line. That was just me prior to the season started. But my boy right here, Vince Alvarez, is speaking straight facts. Make sure y'all hit that damn like the video. Pull up, you hit the like, you watch the video. It's free. That's it. That's all you gotta do. We already
gave you free admission. All you gotta do is hit the like button, man.
Yes, sir. So let's get to them offensive line grades real quick. Let's hop into it. We got a lot of C's. We got to see, and honestly, I'm gonna tell you like this, Honcho. I'm disappointed because you're using C, and I feel like C is a 7. I feel like C is a 7.
I said C-. I said C-.
You might get a pass. You might get a pass for the C-, yo, because the C- is what, a 5?
Probably a 5.
A 5.
Come on, man. I gave him a C-. I ain't give him no C.
A C is a 7 for sure. A C-.
A C is definitely a 7.
It's a 6. It's a 6.5. I give you that. If y'all don't know, on a scale of 1 to 10, you don't use 7 around here. That's cheating.
Yeah, we can't use no 7s, and we should have definitely said no C's, either C- or D+ or B-.
Yeah, most definitely. But I ain't gonna lie, the Raider Nation is keeping it trill right now, because 510 Raider says D, Big Pern with D, D+. So we getting a lot of D, pause, C, a lot of a lot of alphabet. Watson the building was good with it. He said, "Gotta just run the ball when we can until Jacobs gets back." Yeah, you gotta continue, because you have to keep a balanced offense, right? You can't put everything on Carr, which I think we've gone on.
We'll probably get into that later, what our expectations are for today's game. But I think, knowing that we don't have Josh Jacobs for the whole week, they're probably putting in plays and implementing a game plan that will get that run game jump started. I think the last week it was kind of on the fence if we would have Josh, if we wouldn't. We didn't know if we were calling anybody up. I think now that they had pretty much a full 2 weeks knowing that Josh Jacobs isn't available, I think they're going to find a way to get the job done.
We got 1 B-. Yo, chat. Yo, the chat game need to let Jesse know something. I'm trying to know where the B- came from.
Well, because Jesse said B-, but he must be smoking on some A+ grade marijuana, because he got to be high.
Yeah, send it my way too, by the way. So
oh, shoot.
Hey, so good point right here. Gene brings up, hopefully Vegas Raiders get some burn today. With him being activated, with him coming on to the team, do you see him getting any burn? I mean, he is number 3 on the roster.
Yeah.
You've seen last week. We seen last week the duo that we did have. What are your thoughts on Raiders right now?
I don't know, man. And I don't know, because it's for the reasons of the offensive line struggling so much. I don't know if you want to put a young guy like that, who hasn't really been getting a lot of reps with the ones, especially in preseason. He wasn't going against ones at all. I don't know if you want to just throw him into the fire against a Miami team that is obviously being slept on right now, right? I think if you ask every single person in Raider Nation, they think we're going to win this game easy. I'm telling you, I don't think it's going to be that easy. It might start out difficult and then ease up towards the end, but this is a team that's well coached. They have a lot of pride. They have a solid defense. I don't know if this is the game you throw Ragus in. But it's clear that Drake is not a featured back. Drake is not a guy who can carry the ball 15, 20 times. So you might just have to have running back by committee. Even if Ragus only gets 3 or 4 carries, I can see it happening. I don't see him getting double-digit carries, though.
Yeah, no, most definitely. I agree with everything you said right there. With 3 running backs in rotation,
Yeah,
I think Gruden probably going to like the way Barber was running in the power last week and
yeah,
closing the game. Uh, I don't see any power runs getting taken away from him for Vegas.
yeah, no.
Probably just that extra back just in case one goes down. So
Yeah, just to spell a guy if we get on
exactly.
a long drive or whatever. But it's also like I think John Gruden and Derek Carr are going to use that short passing game as their
Yeah.
run game. I mean, 2-3 yard
Yeah.
passes, let them get in space, let them work. I think they're going to use that as run plays because if you're throwing the ball only 3 or 4 yards, the defensive line has to react to that. It's
Yep.
not like, well, the defensive line won't get tired or won't get this and that because of we're not running the ball. I mean, if you throw a 3 yard pass or a screen pass, the D linemen are the ones that got to chase them down first. So
Yep.
I think we can get those guys moving and wear them down in a different way today. But I think the short passing is definitely going to be used as to facilitate that run game.
No, most definitely though. And bringing up the short pass game, last game I seen Ruggs get more passes outside of just the deep ball. Right, he was getting some comebacks.
Yeah,
He was getting some in
yeah,
routes. He was getting a screen. At one point, he got a screen. He had got I believe a drag route.
yep.
I would like to see more of that instead of him just going straight downfield. What do you want to see from Ruggs this game? Because I feel like last game he kind of had, I want to say a breakout game, but you know what I mean? He
Oh
had
yeah,
some good numbers. He definitely had good numbers. He was definitely different places on the field that we're not used to and touching the ball
yep.
in many different situations. What do you want to see from Ruggs this
Well, I
game?
mean, it's not even necessarily what I want to see from Ruggs. It's more about what I want to see from John Gruden and play calling. I do
Yeah.
think that last week was a coming out party for Henry Ruggs because
Right.
I think he showed more than that he was more than just somebody who has to go 60 yards downfield. I mean, to me, the best it wasn't even the deep pass he caught that was the best part of the game for me for
Yeah.
Ruggs. The best part of the game for me was that he had 7 targets. I
Yep.
mean, the fact that you targeted him 7 times, and I think Derek Carr threw 5 completions to maybe 8 different guys, like it was crazy out there. So the fact that you're seeing them implement Ruggs into the game plan, and he's more than just a run straight downfield and be a decoy, that's what I want to see. I've always felt like Henry Ruggs, for the most part, made up for the opportunities he got. I mean, but he just wasn't getting a lot of opportunities. They was throwing him 2-3 passes a game, and it was like, hit or miss. But now they're
Yeah.
getting the ball in space. They're allowing him to run after the catch. And so I want to see more of that. I believe in Henry Ruggs. I believe Henry Ruggs got the skills to pay the bills, but it's up to it's up to the play calling, the offense design, and the quarterback to get him the ball and allow him to do what he does best. And that's make plays. So that's what I'm
Yeah.
more looking for. It's more to do with the play design for Ruggs than it actually has anything to do with Ruggs.
No, most definitely, man. You got to give that guy his opportunities.
Yeah.
Just in the
Yeah.
short passing game, like we was talking about.
Yeah.
I know he got a slant. I know he got a few other ones, and I was just glad to see him finally get in some type of rhythm to where
Yeah.
it's just not a post and he's just being that decoy. Because I'm
Yeah.
sure as a player that gets frustrating. Over time, I know you're not a selfish person.
Yeah.
You just want to win at the end of the day, but at the same time, you're out there to play football. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you want to get your hands on pigskin. So I
Yeah,
definitely
and like,
understand
I
that.
agree. And like I said, he had 7 targets. I think he also had a rushing too. I think he also ran the ball last week one time on like a reverse or something. So I think as we see more and more, they're gonna get the ball in his hands. I'm telling you right now, though, Gruden is not trying to show his full hand yet with Ruggs because he wants to save that for the Chargers and the Chiefs and the games where he feels like he's gonna need to actually go deep in that playbook. Right now, I think he thinks he can beat these teams with just his base offense, not going too crazy and showing too many things because then you give too much tape on and you let the other teams prepare for your shit.
Yeah, no, most definitely, most definitely. So to that, you talk about opening up the playbook. He hasn't opened it up so much, right? But how much do you think was taken away when Mariota went down? Do you think there was actually that much of a package when Mariota went down? Because I know the topic really hasn't been talked about too much, but
Yeah.
he said it himself. There's a part of the playbook now that you just can't even go to.
I think I think that's
Because
true. I
just to
do
add to
think
that, our run game isn't as good.
yeah.
Carr has to throw the ball a lot more. With Mariota, it could have potentially even helped the run game. So
Yeah, I think Mariota would have helped the running game until he got hit. I just think it was
yeah,
just a matter of time. You know what I mean? He's just not built for that type of damage, which is why I'll say again, I wanted Cam Newton to be our backup for that reason. He's a little more durable to me. But I do think with knowing John Gruden and how he likes to use jokers and X factors and all kind of zigzags and all kind of weird shit, I would probably bet money that he had 6 plays for Mariota every game set up. I definitely think that was a big part of the game plan, especially because the more you show Mariota in the game, the more the team has to spend time to prepare for him. So I definitely think that he was going to allocate 5 or 6 plays a game for Mariota, whether it was throwing the ball short or just running the ball. I absolutely think that they had a big game plan for Mariota to be a part of these games for sure.
Yeah, most definitely, man. My boy said CNG said that the whole line improved week 2. CNG, my boy. Shout out CNG, but that boy be getting so much flack. He'll get so much flack for things he do. I think it's taken out of context just so I can defend my boy. The old line improved from week 1 to week 2, right? Week 1, it was bad. It was pretty bad. Week 2, it was bad, right? So it still improved.
But and you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? That's the exact point that I was making with a boxer, right? Exactly. They got their ass whooped the first game. They just got beat up the second game. Both were still bad outcomes. One just looked a little better than the other one, but it doesn't mean they're good yet. So he's not wrong in saying they improved, but shit, they were so bad that even them improving still puts them at the bottom. They're still bad.
Yeah, most definitely, because we're going to get into this later. But right now, if you go look at our rushing stat line, we have 134 rushing yards, and we're 31st in the league at rushing. 31st in the league. The Las Vegas Raiders are 31st in the league in rushing. That's a crazy stat line to me, because I feel like that's almost our offensive identity, or what it used to be, or what it's supposed to be, is that power running power running team. People, they're tough in the trenches, and we're not that anymore, really. And we're not at all. I'll be honest, we're not that at all right now.
But the thing is John Gruden is trying to force that when he doesn't need to. It's clear that without a running game the first 2 weeks, Derek Carr can handle throwing the ball 35, 40 times a game. Yeah. Not saying it should be 30, 40 throws straight, but we shouldn't keep trying to build our team to be this power football team when that's not where the NFL is no more anyway. You know what I mean? Like, get athletes on the edges, stretch the field, put the ball down there, score points is the NFL right now. You trying to win a game 10-7, that shit don't exist no more. Yeah. So we need to get faster. I think we need to change the direction of the running style we're trying to have, man. You know what I mean? Like, we should be a zone run team. Don't even call a hole. You just run the ball, you find daylight, you cut back, and that's that. It shouldn't be the smash mouth type of running game right now.
No, most definitely. We got Jesse right here says, you give me your power rankings for the top 5 AFC teams, and I guarantee you Baltimore and Pittsburgh are up there because of their defensive line. Right now, if you look at outside of power rankings, if you look at the AFC conference, we're number 1. We're number 1 in the AFC conference. But if you were to have a top 5 AFC teams, just AFC teams, who would you have your top 5 power rankings right now? Y'all let us know in the chat. Who are y'all top 5 power rankings in the AFC right now? Top 5 AFC power rankings.
Well, I mean, shit, the Raiders are gonna be 1.
Okay.
Right. And then you got to have the Chiefs in there still, in my opinion. I'm gonna put the Chargers in there. So 3 of them come from our division. Right? 3 of them come from our division. And I'm not sold on the Browns yet.
The Bills?
I'm not sold on the Broncos, obviously. Mm-hmm. The Bengals, no. Titans.
What about the Ravens, Pittsburgh?
It wouldn't be Pittsburgh. It wouldn't be Pittsburgh. You would have. It would probably have to be Ravens, or not the Colts. Damn, it might be Pittsburgh. Damn. Now that I'm thinking,
wouldn't it be the Ravens?
So you would go.
You would choose the Steelers over the Ravens. So you would choose the Steelers over the Ravens?
Nah. Yeah, I would have to go Ravens over Steelers.
So that right there would be the 5. It would be the Bills, Ravens, and then the 3 from the AFC West.
Yeah, that's where I would go with it.
Okay. I'm trying to think, because the AFC South got the Texans, Colts. You ain't messing with the Colts.
No.
Yeah, because they got a quarterback issue, right?
The only other team I would give a look at would be the Browns, right? I mean,
what about Tennessee?
Nah, I'm not.
Huh? It's crazy because when you think about Tennessee, man, they were getting so much. Oh, they're gonna be high-powered offense. Nobody's gonna be able to stop them. Blah blah. I was like, all right. Let's see what happens when the season starts, because this is not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Supposedly Ryan Tannehill is better than Derek Carr all off season, and we're not gonna go down that road. But y'all know what's happening. Super chat from my boy Jack Kenna. Appreciate it, dog. He said Daniel Jeremiah and Bucky Brooks did a pod on what makes defensive ends elite. called secret sauce defensive ends that get off the line fast. Yannick number 3, Max number 7. Facts. Okay, I didn't see that segment, but that's interesting to have them number 3 and number 7.
That is interesting.
So is Leatherwood starting today? Yes, Leatherwood starting. Today. So we can go ahead and go over to the injury report real quick.
Yeah, we're only an hour away, yo. We're only an hour away, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jeez. Do you have anything stand out to you on the injury report, whether that's on the Dolphins side or on the Raiders side?
The only thing that, and this is going to be, I mean, look, nobody is afraid of Tua, right? I would say nobody's going to be afraid of Tua. I'm not afraid of Tua. I think I would have probably rather play against Tua than play against Brissett. And the reason why I say that is because Brissett is a 4th and 1 machine, maybe in 4th and 2 machine. And those could be the differences in games like this. Is like, okay, where it was 4th and 2 and you had Tua, you might have kicked the ball away because you feel like, well, we get the ball back, defense stops some Tua, take us downfield. But now I think the Dolphins are going to be more in desperate situations where it's like, yo, it's 4th and 2. We got this big quarterback. He's athletic. He can get the first down. He can throw it, run it, whatever we want him to do. They might take more chances now. Where it's 4th and goal, they might go for it where they would have kicked it with Tua. 4th and 1 on the 40, they might go for it where they might have punted it away to us. So I think what stands out to me is Tua, because I would have much rather play against Tua than play against Brissett. Tua to me is a liability. Brissett knows what he can do and what he can't do.
Yeah,
all right.
No,
so I would have much rather play against reckless Tua than somebody who's a journeyman quarterback. Because it's like Fitzpatrick, right? Like Fitzpatrick dogged us last year. Tua wasn't doing none of that shit. So it's like when you bring in guys that know their job, know their level, know what they're supposed to do, and they execute that, to me, that's more of an issue than a guy who has talent but doesn't know how to put all the pieces together yet. So Tua stands out to me because I would much rather have played against him.
Yeah, no, I feel you on that. And just to your point, last year, didn't they take Tua out just to throw Fitzpatrick in?
That's what I'm saying. So, and who would have thought, like I would much rather play against Tua than Fitzpatrick because Fitzpatrick knows his lane. He knows what to do. He's going to do what he does really well. Tua doesn't know what to do yet. He's just out there fucking throwing the ball over the place. With our corners, with a Casey Hayward, Trey with Abram out there, I would have much rather see Tua out there.
No, I feel you, bro.
Why you laughing?
Bro. The boy,
my man Kenneth Bryant, a.k.a. Metal World Peace. He in the building.
He said, a.k.a. Metal World Peace. Ain't no way. Well, Adrian said you will see a lot more dump offs and crossing routes today. Finn's corners are good. Yeah. We're going to see a lot of things different today. Super chat from Jackie Raider Red. Appreciate you pulling up on us. Chargers are putting a ton of pressure on Mahomes. He's looking uncomfortable, and Edwards-Helaire has 2 fumbles. Casey O-line looking shaky. Chargers D looking tough. Yeah. That's a mouthful. That's a mouthful right there. And the reason I say that is because I'm not down on the Chiefs. I'm not down on the Chiefs yet. I'm just really not. I'm really not down on the Chiefs yet. And I'm not. That's not what Jackie's saying at all. That's not what Jackie's saying at all. She's just saying they're looking rough, and the Chargers are looking good. And I think going into this season that we already knew the Chargers was going to look at least decent, right? We already knew Justin Herbert's back there. When he came out of college, he was my favorite quarterback. He just happened to become a damn Charger. He's still looking good this year. You know what I mean? So what's your thoughts on that right there? Because Edwards-Helaire definitely messed up last game, gave the Ravens a chance to win the game, which they did. Now this game, we're having some troubles again.
Well, I mean, look, man, putting the ball on the ground happens, man. Like it happens. And usually running backs and just like golfers, they get into like these little, they get the yips. And sometimes a running back will find a way to put the ball on the ground, just like a golfer, no matter what he does, will hit the ball left or hit the ball right. He can't hit it straight. So I just think he's gonna figure his way out, man. He's still a young guy. He's fresh into the league if you really think about it. So I mean, look, man, he's still a stud in my opinion. But if fumbles didn't happen, it wouldn't be a stat for it. So obviously it's not brand new that somebody's fumbling the football. You know what I mean? So I think he just has to have a little more awareness because now that it's happening, teams are going to try to punch the ball out a little more. So I think it's just going to bring some more attention to it for him. That's all.
No, most definitely. And the reason so it said Kansas City just took the lead. Yep, the Chiefs are always a threat. And this is why I have a problem with the Chiefs. They'll end up going down 14-0, whatever the case may be, 17-0. Then the next thing you know, you look at the next quarter and they're up by a point. So that's why you can't really sleep on the Chiefs. You know what I mean? You just it's just like that. Their first week, I believe they were down. Mahomes hits Tyreek Hill for a big play, hits Kelsey for a big play. They end up winning the game after being
no,
down. So
but
it's
you
just
know
so
what the
simple.
issue is.
Yeah.
You know what the issue is. Like
What?
the issue is don't make it seem like the Chiefs ain't good. Y'all need to just start understanding that I'm trying to tell y'all the Chargers is gonna be okay. Like nobody want to admit it. Nobody wants to give no credit to any other team that we hate or we play. The facts of the matter is the Chargers did things this offseason to compete with the Raiders offense, to compete with the offenses like Kansas City. Like it's not going to be an easy win anymore for anybody. I mean, the Chargers almost beat us twice last year with a defense that was completely banged up. So don't be down on the Chiefs, even if they lose to the Chargers. Even if they lose to the Chargers, don't be down on the Chiefs. Just start understanding the Chargers ain't here to play around, yo. And when we go play them, we're going to have to bring our A game for sure.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. I still think we beat them, though. That's next week.
It's one of those
Monday
things.
Night Football.
We beat them if ... It's one of those. It's one of those.
Beat them if. Honestly, I don't.
Because I think we beat I think we beat Miami no matter what Miami does. No matter what Miami does, I don't think they have enough to beat us. I can't say that for the Chargers game.
Yeah.
Like so there's good. So do I think we can beat the Chargers? Yes, but there are things that are gonna have to happen in order for us to get a dub. I think Miami doesn't have enough to beat us no matter what happens. You know what I mean? So it's a difference when I say I think we can win both games. One is just something really needs to happen for us. And one is no, we're just better than that team.
So Jack Kenneth says FKC go Bolts this game, then hope they lose the rest. No, most definitely, because you got to keep the standings. You want to keep the standings in your favor. So if the Bolts win this one, it's just gonna make the Chiefs go down that much more. But that's why last week was such a big game when the Chiefs lost to the Ravens. Because that just made the standings completely.
It just changed the balance. The balance, exactly. The balance of the division.
Yes, most definitely. We're on top of the AFC West. We're on top of the AFC right now.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get back to these comments. I don't know if Derwin James is injured again.
I hope not, man.
I don't know if Derwin
they're
James
saying he's hurt.
Again. Yeah. James. So Jackie said James is injured again. That's tough. That's a tough break for the Chargers, but it's a good break for us because he is a phenomenal athlete. He's good. I wanted to draft him myself that year. We got Colton Miller. We ended up and I'm not too mad because obviously we see James is having some lingering injuries, having some trouble. So it's just unfortunate. Injury is part of the game, something you cannot predict. Lolo Green in the building, checking in live from MetLife, Giants vs. Falcons. Had to scope it out for when Honcho was here in November.
Yeah, that's my bro, man. That's my little bro right there.
That's why I had to pull it up. What you got to say to him, man? What you got to say to him?
I got shit to say to him. Nobody give a damn about no Giants and Falcons. You better stop playing. You better talk. You better come on now. You better come with some Raiders information. We don't care about no Giants and Falcons.
Yeah, because we know you're going to that the Giants game, right?
I'm planning on going there.
Yeah,
Depends
on going to the
weather looking like. I told you the Raiders are 0-5 when I'm in the building, so I really have to, for the nation's sake, I might have to sit that one out.
I think you should. For sure. Because we can't have another blowout like we did against the Jets.
I tell you what though, the way we beat the Steelers at a 1:00 game makes me feel a lot better about coming to the East Coast for that game. Honestly.
No, most definitely. All right, let's do a little bit of over-unders real quick.
Okay.
We're gonna do a little bit of over-unders. Now, when we do the over-unders, make sure y'all in the chat. Make sure y'all comment.
Yeah, we need that chat participation, man.
Yes. Make sure y'all let us know what y'all think. Now let's get to it. I got some over-unders for y'all. Now we got 325 passing yards. Over or under?
Under.
Under?
Under.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Why you say under for this game, 325 passing yards?
Because I knew against the Steelers, we were going against a passer that would put the ball up and maybe put points up. So I felt like Derek Carr was going to have to compete with that and go throw for throw with Ben Roethlisberger. When it comes to Brissett, I don't see Brissett able to move the ball as much. I mean, very similar type player if you really think about it. But, I mean, they got Jalen Wilder. They got Devontae Parker. Obviously, they have weapons. But I think when you talk about the pressure the Raiders put on teams and the fact that the Miami Dolphins give up a lot of pressure to defensive lines is that I don't think they're going to move the ball that well downfield. And I think, my personal opinion is the Raiders are going to get up early in this game, which to me decreases the amount of throws Carr is going to have to make. I think we run the ball a little better this game, and I just don't see Derek Carr having to air it out as much as he's been airing it out, honestly.
Okay. I hear you.
And when I say under, I'm still thinking over 300, just not 325.
That's why I had to put the 25 on the 300. I had, you can't make them easy now.
Yeah,
you can't make them easy. But Charm City in the building. Shout out Charm City. You know he always pull up on the team. He says over. We got a couple overs right here. Not too many unders. Base Ken comes through.
And Base Ken, you got to change your profile pic. You catfishing.
Yeah. I'm not sure what's going on here.
Catfishing.
He got Riri over here. Jack Kennan with the over. We got a lot of overs going on. Over. Diego says
barely.
He's all 326.
Yeah, I know barely.
That boy said barely. So where can I watch the game?
On the TV. I don't know. Where your house? You live in the house?
You got a super chat from the boy Marvin Lewis. What's good with it? He said, "What's up, brothers? For the next year's draft, what position do you think we should draft?" Oh, we got.
I'm gonna say right now, Marvin is consistently asking about next year's draft, bro. We got a whole season to play, man.
Yo, this is an early draft joint.
Offensive line, easy.
For next year's draft, what position do you think we should draft in the first and second rounds?
Offensive lineman in the first. If we can I don't think our draft pick is going to be that high this year because I think we're going to win a lot of games, right? So, what we have, we might even be able to trade. But I think in the draft in general, maybe not first 2 rounds, I think we definitely have to target offensive linemen. And I wouldn't be surprised if we tackle interior defensive linemen, honestly.
I'm with defensive linemen. I'm with the dominant, the best defensive tackle, interior defensive lineman you can get. That's what I want. That's with the first pick. I think maybe with the 3rd or 4th rounder, you can get a very competent guard. So then I would go there. So my 1st and 2nd round picks would probably be D tackle. And honestly, people would probably hate to hear this, but wide receiver, no.
Wide receiver? Oh, wait, hell no.
Wide receiver, yes.
Oh, my gosh. Yes. You really hate our wide receivers, bro.
I do.
You really do. You really hate those wide receivers we have. No. First of all, if you ask Docs, we're going to trade for Devontae Adams. So we're not gonna have to draft no wide receivers, okay?
No. So he's just asking me, right? This isn't saying we go and get Devontae Adams in free agency or something like that. Obviously, you wouldn't draft a receiver if you did that. Yeah. But I'm just saying, based on right now, I would want to get a wide receiver. Because although I like Ruggs, he has speed, he has a ceiling. He's still, just because he's doing better now, I'm not the type just because someone starts doing better. If I said I wanted something earlier, I'm not going to switch up my vibe. I'm not going to switch up my thought process and say, okay, I'm going to jump on this bandwagon. Yeah. Before we got Ruggs, I said I didn't want to draft Ruggs. I wanted to get CeeDee Lamb. I wanted CeeDee Lamb. I still want a receiver like CeeDee Lamb. I want a receiver like that. So that's why I feel like.
The only receiver that I would look at in this draft that I don't even know is that I like it'd be the boy from Georgia. What's his name? Pickens. I don't even know if he's healthy yet because I think he had an injury last year. But I think he's like 6'3", 6'4", man, and he's a beast. That's the only wide receiver right now that I like in this class. If he's healthy, it's gonna be, I think it's George Pickens, from Georgia. He's a problem. Outside of that, I need interior defensive lineman. I need somebody to replace Incognito, and I definitely need me a corner that's better than Casey Hayward.
Get the hell out of here. Look
I'm just trolling.
You meant to say Damon Arnett.
We already got corners better than Damon Arnett, clearly. 5 of them.
We could draft. I ain't even gonna go that deep. I ain't gonna talk that much mess. Damon Arnett. The thing with Damon Arnett, we'll hop into it, man. Because Damon Arnett's your guy. I definitely wanted to ask you some questions about Damon Arnett because you have high expectations for him. But let's get to the super chat. E Maney back in the building. What's good with it, Glow Gang? He said if Richie comes back and gets hurt again, cut him. I mean,
you probably won't have to. You probably retire.
I mean, honestly, if you cut him, when is it? I mean, yeah, you could. You would just lose that money, right? Because isn't there some type of dead cap on that? But at the same time, I don't think it's a lot. And if he got hurt again after coming back, then he would probably retire, man. It's time to go. Yeah. And shout out to to Brenda, says Dofu Sports. If you want to watch the game or some games, Dofu Sports if you want to watch the games. But I want to ask you about Damon Arnett because I'm glad you brought the cornerbacks up. You talking about Casey Hayward, and we talked about it, man. And my boy Jay Hero, he's like he ain't mad about wanting to get a wide receiver. So at least I'm not alone there. At least I'm not alone there. But Damon Arnett, what's up with my guy? Go ahead, man. He
What you
got
want
me
me to
lost for
say?
words. He got me lost for words. My boy is out there just playing football in the clouds, though. It's like he just thinks about it. He just thinks about
the net,
I
bro.
don't know, bro. What's going on with you, man? He got the A1. He got the A+. He's the one with the A+ because
he's smoking that Sherb. I don't know, but listen, I think when it comes to Damon Arnett, I think Damon Arnett is allowing the outside noise to affect his demeanor, affect his gameplay, affect his focus. I think Damon Arnett is in a situation where he hears everybody's down on him, and I don't think he's losing confidence, but he's trying so hard to make a play that he's pressing the issue a little too much. I do feel like it was a push off anyway on Claypool. If I'm not mistaken, Trayvon Mullen got beat on damn near the same type of play, and it was PI on him. But the fact that Damon Arnett got beat is not an issue because he made a great play on a pass deflection, maybe a couple plays before that was an amazing play. But the fact that he gave up the catch and then didn't tag the man down it looks like a guy that to me that's ready to make a mistake, that's expecting to make a mistake, that's expecting to prove everybody right, that maybe he's not ready for that. And that's what he thought about. The minute somebody caught a pass, was like, oh my God, they're right. I can't play the position. And I think he just got lost in the sauce and he lost focus. And I've always said that Damon Arnett being good or bad has nothing to do with his talent. It's everything between the ears. I think mentally he needs to sharpen up, laser focus up, and just really simplify the game again and just go play football rather than thinking so much because he has the skills to do it. He has the speed, he has the quickness, he has the toughness. He's not afraid to come up and tackle. He does have short arms, which is not a great trait for a corner, especially in the Gus Bradley system. But I mean, it's not the skills that's keeping him off the field, man. It's the fact that he can't mentally consistently play at that level. And that's just my opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. And you saying you're high on Arnett and all that stuff. I am too. I like Arnett. I think his build, his frame, the way he comes up and tackles, the way he likes to come up and play press, and he's able to follow his man downfield. I do like that. I think it's just like you said, it's just something in between the ears. And I think he just comes from a different kind of background too, to where, it is just a little different for him in the way he learns. Maybe he just,
he's not, he doesn't carry himself like a professional athlete right now. And I think that's mental. He needs to, he as old as he is, he needs to grow up. But let's not forget, if I never saw Damon Arnett play in college and I just seen what I seen from the Raiders, I'd probably be down on him too. But I am a Michigan fan. I've seen so much of Damon Arnett over the years that's like, I know he's capable of playing football because he played across from Okudah. And if you really think about it, to be real, Arnett would draw the tougher matchups than Okudah did. Okudah didn't always guard the number one. Damon Arnett was the dog of that secondary. So to me, it's just what I've seen in college that makes me feel like he has the skills. He's just too immature to actually step up to the plate and do it consistently.
No, I feel you definitely, man.
Somebody say he think about lyrics. That's
Hey, no way. I gotta find that comment.
He said they think about lyrics.
Hey, appreciate Diego. He said, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You hit that 4K, my boy?
Okay.
Yo, congrats, man. Congrats.
Appreciate it. Yo, just hit the 4K. Just hit the 4K. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Appreciate y'all subscribing. Every new subscriber, appreciate it. What that means is that I'm gonna do my 4K giveaway. So y'all stay locked in.
Waiting for that shit.
You said what?
I've been waiting for that shit. I'm trying to get man. What's up?
That boy said, I'm trying to win that mug.
Shit.
He said, I'm trying to win that joint. But appreciate it. He said, congrats. Yes, sir. Chris Gang in the building says, I left my house at halftime, went to the store and drove to my cousins, and the Queefs are up. And that's what I was talking about, dog. You can't sleep on them boys. Them boys are just in an instant, just be like, yo, in an instant. And everybody asking about the game, social media. I see social media asking about the game. I see somebody else asking about the game too. A couple other people. Go to Dofu. I think it's called Dofu Sports. If you download the app on Dofu Sports, then you could you'll click on the link. You'll figure it out by then. You just got to download the app. You got it. You feel me? So if you don't have the game, make sure you go do that. And I believe, don't quote me on this, but I think Raiders Scout usually puts a link to the game in his bio on Instagram. So if y'all follow Raiders Scout, y'all can check that bio.
Yeah. And to your point about the Chiefs is you can't underestimate pedigree. They have a championship pedigree over there. It's almost like when Tom Brady's with the Patriots, they would look bad in certain games, and you'd be like, oh, maybe this is the year they fall off, and then they rip off 11 straight wins and win a championship because they have that pedigree. It's just they just need to tap into it. And if it's there, it's there. Raiders don't have that. So we wouldn't be able to afford to be playing around with teams coming back, going behind and stuff like that. But a team that's been there before and knows, because they've done it, that they can go to the next level and take on that next, flip that switch. You can't never count a team like that out because they've proven that they can do it.
No, most definitely, most definitely. Eminem right here says we have 59 million cap space next year. I think we're top 5 in cap space next year.
Yeah.
What's crazy is I believe we have 21 mil in dead cap this year. So we could have even more.
You know what, though, man?
The turnover in contracts that we had.
As much flack as I give Mayock and Gruden for some of the stuff they do in the draft and some of the moves they make, I mean, you got to give your hats off to them for the amount of money they've been able to save the Raiders and put us in a position to have some type of cap going forward. The Raiders always moved like it was today and today only. Mayock has brought in a sense of we're building our future as well. And you got to give him credit for that for sure.
No, yeah. I mean, I'll give him credit where credit's due for surely, but I'm going to give him the slack where the slack is due too.
That's the only way to do it, though. But as long as we consistent
definitely
calling it like we see it, then I can't be mad at that.
Yeah, most definitely. Appreciate everybody giving me give me a shout out for the 4K. Just reached that onto the on the bigger things, yo. On the bigger things. You gotta keep moving. Appreciate everybody with the shout out though. Shout out to the Redder twins.
Who is them? Where they at?
I think you're talking about Max and Yannick.
Yo, that shit was funny when somebody said we was Abram and Merrick. Yo, that shit was crazy.
Man, people in the chat is funny, man. I love the chat, man, because they just
chat be crazy, bro. I get it the worst, bro. I get it the worst, son. They be killing me.
Yo, why says Chargers throwing this ball on KC right now? Somebody said Chargers are up 21-17.
Who's the quarterback for the Chargers?
Game. Y'all keep updating us on that one. Y'all definitely keep updating us on that one, man. Super chat from David L. Perez Jr. He said, yo, I appreciate both of your guys' hard work and dedication. Raider Nation for life. Like your profile picture, David. Appreciate the super chat, dog. We stay grinding. We've been linked up. Been waiting to do this pregame show for a minute. And week 3, baby, on the way. 2-0. It must be good luck doing these pregame shows or something. Call it what you want. Call it what you want. Now,
shout out to the person that recognized that I hit that Taco Bell this morning.
Yeah, I was gonna say something when I first seen you pull the Taco Bell up, hit the straw, and I was like, I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm not even finna say nothing.
Yo, because you know that man graphic talking about we can't eat no fast food in October, so I'm carving up right now. You feel me? But yo, if you ain't got one of them chicken sandwiches they got over there, yo, them shits is smacking. Yo, I ain't gonna front.
No, I ain't never hit one of them.
Bro, they just came out, but I thought it was gonna be a bigger sandwich, bro. That shit little as hell, but yo, that shit is smacking.
Breakfast bites.
Yeah, them shits is smacking.
They got Chick-fil-A out that way?
Huh?
They got Chick-fil-A that way?
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay. I'm just asking, man.
You know what it is? I ate too much Chick-fil-A back in the day. I don't really rock with Chick-fil-A like that.
That boy was overindulging.
I always do, baby.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, let's get back, man. I ain't gonna lie. We got away from the over-under. Let's get back to that, man, because we was rambling. Drake.
Yo, somebody said the halftime show gonna be coming live from Honcho's restroom. Fuck out of here, yo. I ate the Taco Bell mad long ago.
That's what that Taco Bell be doing. It be tearing you up, boy.
Yo, at least they know that the halftime show is gonna be lit, though. Fuck it, we out here.
He said live from the bathroom. They were trying to get on me for eating Chipotle early in the morning, man. I was like, yo, I just got done with
it's not, workout. But y'all gotta remember, it's not early for me out here.
Nah, I got it at like 11.
Yeah, I went to Taco Bell. No, I went to Taco Bell like 1:00 today. But I mean, I ate 6 tacos and then 2 of them chicken sandwiches. So
look, Raid and Honch already know what's up. You said, Ray, yeah, you get your Chipotle.
I can't fuck with that.
I went and did it because I was working out. I had to get my.
You gotta get the protein. You gotta get the protein. Let me ask you though. You going with the black beans or the pinto?
I get black beans, brown rice.
You get the brown rice. Look at this man. Look at Ray, so inspirational.
He's like, because that's the healthy stuff, huh? He's like,
fuck that. Hell no. I'm getting the pinto and the white rice.
Yeah, man. Old man Honcho over here.
Yeah, I double up on the protein, though. Don't get it twisted. That's all I need is the protein.
He said, God damn, 6 tacos?
Yeah, the Doritos. Right. Doritos
right.
Too.
All right, I'm going to do this over-under real quick.
All right, let's go.
Under 100 rushing yards this game.
Over.
Over 100 rushing
Hell
yards.
yeah.
So,
I said this shit on Tuesday. I think the Raiders as a team run for over 100 yards this game. Facts. Facts.
That's gonna be a tough one. I'm gonna hold you to that one because so far we haven't had the rush. I think we got a total of 134 rushing yards on the season.
But I'm telling you, we're gonna be game planning for that run. There's no way.
Hold on, my fault. I think I messed up. I said 100 yards, 125 yards.
Oh shit.
Oh,
fuck it. Over.
Yo, y'all let me know in the chat. Y'all think over 125 rushing yards or not? Over 125 rushing yards or not? Man, that's a tough one, man. I'm gonna say under. I
guess so. 125. Shit. The good teams don't run for 125.
I'm just saying total. That's all the players.
That's a lot, bro.
I mean, it's a lot for us.
But I look at it like this: with those cornerbacks and with that defense over there, we're gonna run the ball.
Yeah.
It might be 2 yards a pop, but we're gonna run that shit.
No, I hear you most definitely. We got some. We got under. We got under from Raider Collie. We got over from Ozzy. Shout out Ozzy.
Yo, we're only 30 minutes away, baby. Hey, let me before you get to that next over under, man. I want to tell you a stat that I heard. I can't verify the stat, but I heard the stat. Oh shit! I just heard it. I can't verify the stat, but I heard somebody told me that in NFL history, there's never been a team start 3-0 when playing 10-win teams from the season before. So this would be our third straight game playing a team that had 10 wins last year. Never in the history in the NFL has a team started 3-0 playing 3 10-win teams from the season before. So the Raiders got some history against them. Does that scare you a little bit? Or does that change your mind on how this game might go for us?
It doesn't scare me at all because we're gonna make history today.
Oh,
if that's what it is, we're gonna make history today. If that's what it is, we're making history today.
That's what's up.
Because one thing is, we already made history with the Raid and Honch pregame show.
Oh, for sure.
So we already done broke the ice. We already done broke the barrier. We already done broke the barrier on history. So here it is. We did it last year too with Darren Waller, and so here it is. We're gonna break it right now. And the thing is, if this team would have been somebody else, maybe, but I think with the Dolphins, they match up well because of their DB room against our wide receiver core. We have a poor offensive line. Their defensive line isn't that great. So the matchup there is, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I think we'll just get it done. You know, we have our starting quarterback, we have Derek Carr, and that's what makes me most confident about going into this game.
And you know what? I think that's when the games are going to get tough. For me, I think this is our third straight game where Derek Carr is the best quarterback on the field. When we're really going to see what our team is made of is when Derek Carr might not be the best quarterback on the field, or when it's 50-50, right? When they're even. To me, Derek Carr has been the best actual quarterback by definition of the position that has been on the field in all three of these games that we're going to play and have played. So as long as we have the best quarterback on the field, you gotta have a pretty good chance of winning. That's just the way it goes. Now look at the Chiefs and the Chargers, where both of these quarterbacks are good, but the Chiefs having the better quarterback, you have to give them the lean, or you got to lean towards them when you're talking about who's going to win the game.
Yeah, for sure, man. You said pulled up to Taco Bell this morning, and the homie at the register was a Raider fan, gave me a free soda cup. Raider Nation for life.
Was there any soda in it?
I mean, being a boy, empty game on, really got a water cup. But
a cup.
But you know, being a Raider fan gets you hooked up. It'll get you hooked up.
See, I'm out here in Jersey, man. It ain't that many of us out here, but when we see each other, we salute though.
Yeah, for sure. Jack says under. Charm City in the building says under. Doug with the under. So we got a lot of unders when it comes to the 125.
So I'm the only one. I think I'm the only one.
No, you might be.
I think I'm the only one saying we're gonna rush for over 125 yards.
So Honch the only one? Okay, on to the next one. The next over under. We got Ruggs with 6 receptions, over or under.
Wow, you really, God damn, Ray.
Last night, I was like,
I knew you was. I see. Just when I knew you wasn't my boy, but now I really know you're not my boy because these questions are too tough. All right, you already made me put my little chain away. Okay, I couldn't even wear my damn necklace today. All right. God damn it! Now you asking me the tough question. You put my chains away. Now I gotta answer these questions.
Shut the hell up.
All right, Ruggs 6 receptions, over or under.
That's a tough one.
Those DBs, man. Those DBs. I'm gonna go under. I'm gonna go under 6 receptions.
Under 6 receptions. Under 6 receptions for Ruggs.
What you going with that?
I'm gonna go. I just want to know how the game plan is going to be. I wonder if we're going to work them with some underneath routes, with some short passing game. But it's hard to say that after just seeing it one time really last week.
You got to feel like Waller is going to get a lot of looks today. You got to feel like that. I mean, he shredded them last year, and if those corners want to match up on our wide receivers on the outsides, then you're just going to have Waller doing work against linebackers and safeties. And I think Derek Carr is going to take that matchup all day.
We got an even in the building. We got an even.
There's no such thing.
There's no such thing. It doesn't exist. We got a couple Ray Love in the building with over. Raider Chubbs with over. Herman with over. So we do have some overs. My thing is, if he gets over, then somebody's missing some.
But you understand, for you to say over means he's getting at least 7 catches.
Yes,
he hasn't had 7 catches yet in his career.
Yeah,
so that's tough.
That's right. Yeah, I had to go. I'd have to go with you on that. I say under. Jack Kenneth says 5, so under.
Wow,
yes, sir.
Wow,
under.
Jack, who would have thought 5 was under 6?
He says I like Ruggs at 6. That's a hell of a profile picture. Muchiwa. Under. So we getting a lot of. So right now we getting a real balance. It's looking real balanced, and we got our Chiefs update. Chiefs and Chargers update. Chiefs up 24-21.
Yep.
Knock Andrew. Chiefs up 24-21. 7 minutes left. Fourth quarter. That's a tough game. Keep updating us, y'all. Keep updating us on that game, because I had it up on my screen. I had to turn it off, or else I'd be up and down looking at the game and all that. We got an over under by somebody. He says Waller 15 receptions over under. Pushing the envelope.
If Waller gets 15%, if Waller gets 15 receptions, I would do freaking shit. I do 75% off everything at raidandhonch.com.
That boy said 75% off. Oh, hell no. Hey,
get you a sweatshirt for $8, all right?
If Waller gets 15 receptions, Jay, you get the Honcho say you can go up on the show.
Why you keep inviting people to my shit? You know I don't have nobody on my show. I had one person on my show. This motherfucker talking about he about to go in the shower. I ended that shit.
What?
I ended that shit.
They be on your channel talking spicy. That must have been the fake Raider Honcho account. Yo. That must have been Pastor Raider. Yo, he was the pastor.
The pastor was talking about getting blessed with the holy water. I'm like, yo, we out, bro. We out.
You wildin'.
I ain't bring another guest on again.
You had to hang up on him. He said you could book it. Yo, I like your profile picture. Airborne, 82nd Airborne Division, boy. Let's get it. Okay, Trey Regis, 5 touches over under.
Under,
yeah, I got under. He'll probably get like 2 or 3.
Under.
He'll probably get like 2 or 3. And if he doesn't get 2 or 3, then I think he gets none. He gets 0. That's definitely. All right, let's get to the next one, yo. Edwards, 5 catches over under.
Edwards, 5 catches over under.
Yep.
Fuck. How can you go 5 catches with Edwards when I think he's gonna throw less than 325? I think we're gonna run for over 125. Like,
Hey, chill out, bro.
I'm going to go under. I'm going under 5 catches.
Oh, we got 0. Oh, 0 touches. Yo, Dwayne, are you talking about Regis? Or are you talking about Edwards? Talking about Regis? So let's check this out. Over. Charm City says over for Edwards. Jesse under.
No way.
Over. Yo, under. Yo, this is looking lopsided to the over. Over.
Y'all think he's catching 6 passes today against the 2 like the best defensive backs in the
over?
Like, you do know
over?
Wow.
Sheesh. Yo, that's tough. I'm curious now because Raider Nation has spoken. They said Brian Edwards will have 6 catches or more.
I understand, because you know what? Because we're Raiders fans.
Check out Dofu Sports, Randy Savage. Check out Dofu.
We're Raiders fans, but like, you got to give me the reasons behind, like, the stuff that is like, why? How do you think that happens? Like, how do you think he goes over that?
We got super chat from Rudy GT. He says Raid and Honch. He got over for Edwards, but it don't matter as long as we get this dub. Most definitely, you know, all we want to do is win. I don't care if we get 0 rushing yards and we win the game. I don't care if Edwards gets 0 catches and we win the game. You feel me? So I definitely agree. Rudy, appreciate the super chat. Over for Edwards though. Let us know where you see that coming from. Are those just averaging? Like
this season, he's only averaging 4 targets a game. So how does he get 6 catches today?
Might be one of those games. Might be one of those games. Might be one of those odds. You put $1 down, you win 100.
I'm keeping my dollar. Hell no.
Watts out here putting predictions with 293 touchdowns.
That's solid.
292 touchdowns. So let's go to the next. Over or under? O-line gives up 2 sacks. Over or under?
Over.
The O-line's going to give up 3 or more sacks.
Yep.
3 or more sacks. Woo. What y'all think? Chat, let us know. Over or under, the O-line gives us 3 or more sacks. Why do you see the O-line giving up 3 or more sacks?
Because
before you get to that, because the defensive lines we faced obviously were better. The two prior games.
Yeah.
The back end here is better.
I think that's why.
So you think they're going to hold them up? And then
I think it's coverage sacks. I think Carr's going to hold the ball a little too long, trying to wait for somebody to get open, and these DBs are not going to be easily beat. I think Derek Carr is definitely going to try to challenge those DBs. So I think just in the case of holding the ball a little longer than normal, I think that offensive line can't hold up for that long. If it's 3-4 seconds, I think Derek Carr is going to get touched a lot this game. Actually,
I think the chat, I think Raid and Nation approves of your message because you're getting a lot of over, unfortunately. But we are getting some unders here. We are getting some unders. Covered sacks. Brandon Abrams says covered sacks.
That ain't Brandon Abrams. That's Jermaine Dupri. Play with me.
That stupid as hell. That's like
Jermaine Dupri. So good.
It said over. He said, "Bro, Chokers ain't doing this shit on us." Fuck that. What's going on with the Chiefs game? Give us an update. Chargers just entered the red zone, so that probably means they're going to score since the Chiefs just continue to give up touchdowns in the red zone continuously. Give us an update on the score, though, if the Chargers end up scoring. Okay, defense. 2 interceptions over under.
What?
2 interceptions over under.
Oh, see, that's tough because I said that a bold prediction for me when me and Graf talked. I said Mullen and Casey Hayward each get an interception, but that's 2. So I don't know if I can't go over, but I can't go under.
And you just told old boy earlier that you can't do that. You can't do
no even. You can't do so fuck it. We going over. We going over.
Okay. I got Trevon Merrigan his first INT this game.
I like it.
His first INT this game. So let's see what happens. But under on the INTs. We're getting a lot of unders on the INTs. Under, which is not a bad thing if you don't have 2 INTs. Doesn't mean you're going to lose or anything. Not at all. But
last week I said we would have 5 sacks and 2 picks. So I fell a little short of that. But we did get some. we did get a pick. We should have had more picks. Casey Hayward dropped 2 picks.
So, yeah, most definitely. And those are big plays, though. Those are big plays by him.
Absolutely.
So not taking anything away from him, of course.
No
but
shade.
Yeah, he for sure dropped 2 picks.
No shade whatsoever. But I would have been closer on my predictions, all I'm saying.
Yeah. CJR Garcia, yeah, bro. I was in Fort Bragg. I was with 82nd.
That's what's up, man. Appreciate you.
Let's go ahead and go to the next one because Solomon Thomas, a fan favorite. I know Raider Nation is we signed him and everybody, because
Sanjeet.
And last week he got 2 sacks.
Sanjeet did the video and called him the next Warren Sapp.
No, he didn't. I didn't. No, he didn't. You lying. You lying. Here you go. You finna start.
Nah, that's my guy, man. I'm just talking shit.
Said the next Warren Sapp. The next one just
talking shit.
Solomon Thomas. Last week, you seen his performance. We all seen his performance. Yep. He's a fan favorite. I mean, can you say that? Can we say he's a fan favorite? I feel like you can.
I think he's definitely the underdog that everybody's rooting for.
Exactly.
He's rooting.
That's a good way to clarify that. So, do you see him continuing his production and getting a sack this game? Over under Solomon Thomas 1 sack.
You're supposed to go over under 0.5. God damn. That gives me the chance to give him 1 sack.
Come on, man. Let's go. Look. For those that know, we got a 2-minute warning drill at the end of the segment. We got a 2-minute warning drill. You see how Honcho's taking so much time to think about it? See his brain processing. He's doing He got the draft music going. He got the draft music going on in his head.
Who asked a question? No, listen. Chat. Before you let this man run away with the narrative, who asked a question over under 1 sack? Like the mark should be 0.5, a half a sack. So he either gets 0 or he gets 1. Over under 1 sack is impossible.
No, it's not impossible. He just got 2 sacks last game, or he didn't get.
And it was the game of his life.
That was the best game of his life.
So of course the betting odds are gonna go under 2 sacks, but to go under 1 sack is like, damn, like, all right, like, but I'm going under 1 sack.
Yeah. So you saying he ain't gonna get no sacks?
I wish I didn't have to say no. But yeah, in my mind, I think he gets 1 sack, but I'm gonna go under because I'm a real one.
Hey, Doc Holliday, shout out Doc Holliday, man. Mary gets his first INT today. Like I said, we gonna see it. Yes, sir. We're gonna see it. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all with the over-under. We still got some more over-unders going on. I'm gonna skip this one, man. The defense, though. The defensive line been on a tear. We know this. They be getting sacks, like we just talked about with Solomon Thomas with his over-under, the game against the Ravens. Does the defense get 3 sacks this game? Over-under?
That's
3
tough.
sacks this game against the Miami Dolphins, over or under? Let's see what it is.
That's tough, man, because the defensive line is playing really well. Their offensive line doesn't play well, but Brissett is good enough to go from a sack to a no gain or a 1 yard gain. But I think the fact that they're gonna be on him so heavy and so often, I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over that. Over.
Dang, 4 sacks this game.
Well, I'm going over 3 sacks, so yeah. But you could get a half. No, you can't get a half.
4 more sacks. 4 more sacks. Yeah, a player could get a half of a sack.
No.
But
no. You asked me over 3 though, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Over 3 sacks. Let's see what the chat got to say. We got Ray Love with over. Oh yeah. It's over.
The fact that chat is saying over, I should go under.
Yo, the whole chat going crazy with over. Check it out. Holy smokes. Yo, this D-line, Max alone with 3 sacks. Interesting. So you got us getting.
I think Max and Yannick together get 3.
Hold on, because my brain just clicked a light bulb. So you got us going with 4 more sacks, basically. Solomon Thomas with no sacks.
Yeah, what's the problem?
I'm just asking.
What's the problem, man?
I'm clarifying the mental right now.
I think Max and Yannick together will get 3 sacks.
Yeah. No, most definitely they could. They definitely could. Quentin Jefferson's been putting in work too. Jonathan Hankins been looking good on the interior. So everybody in Raider Nation loves this new D line, revamped D line that we got. Yeah. My boy says 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left in the game. Appreciate the update, Watts.
Yeah,
Appreciate the updates.
Chargers are down by 3. But they're on like the 6-yard line, Kansas City.
Damn, bro, you put the wrong score. 21-14. What's the number? What's the score?
It's 24-21.
24-21. Okay, bet. My guy says Thomas gets half a sack.
It's 3rd and goal, man, from the Kansas City 6, 24-21.
Yeah, that's a big game that we definitely got to look out for because it's going to be.
What you mean? Hold on, time out. What this man mean autocorrect? When did the phones autocorrect numbers? What? Like if you put 24, why would it correct it to 14?
That boy out there, that boy. He got a certain number he uses a lot of something.
Yo,
Brian Rodriguez with the super chat. Appreciate it though. He said Justin Fields has been sacked 8 times and the Bears have 5 passing yards. I was stationed at Bragg too, Ray. Hey, shout out Rodriguez, man.
There goes me selling Justin Fields rookie cards for $1,000.
That boy got it. I'm gonna tell Jace you that's what.
Oh no, I ain't got that. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. I do not have that one. Get the fuck out of here.
That boy said, I got a couple $100 now.
I ain't got that. Ain't mine. That ain't mine.
That's what you call stealing.
That ain't. I didn't get that. He ain't send that shit to me.
That boy, wow.
It's tied up right now in Kansas City, bro.
Oh, Chargers scored. Tied up. Tied up.
But see, that's what I was pointing out before. San Diego, the Chargers have been a bad red zone team. How do you get the ball on the 5-yard line and you can't score? With Keenan Allen, with Eckler, with Herbert, with Mike Wood, like you can't score? Shit, that's not a good look.
Now, did they have this issue last year?
I don't think so. But I don't think I think they scored from farther away last year. Like it wasn't these dink and dunk shit. They was just going down the field and scoring, I believe.
Yeah, people saying they tied up. Chargers choked. Bro said Chargers choked. He said, damn, Honcho, you didn't have to call him out like that.
Hey, I needed to know. Auto-corrected numbers? Like
Chargers kicking for the tie. Chargers choke. Flag after flag. They scored twice.
Oh, okay.
They had on the one scored illegal formation.
Well, that's drive killers. That's exactly what Ray was talking about before. Those kill you. Those are those mental mistakes, man. And like those are the mistakes the Raiders used to make all the time. Would be and they're kind of still making them in the red zone.
Yes,
so those are the things we have to clean up for sure. Just like the Chargers do.
No, most definitely, man.
Don't say we crushing anybody. We got to worry about Miami today. We got to worry about Miami today. That's the only thing we need to worry about right now is Miami.
Chargers goal line looking like the Raiders. You know, what do you think about our goal line this year? How do you think about our red zone this year?
I'm not a fan of it.
Still
not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it because it's too cute, man. And I understand without having a healthy Josh Jacobs in there because I believe against Baltimore, Josh Jacobs was able to punch him in, right? But without having Josh Jacobs last week, and we had to settle for I think 3 straight field goals in the first half, was like there has to be a better way or a more efficient way to get points down there. Like whether you give Derek Carr a little more responsibilities and picking his own plays and spreading the field out. I don't know what it would take. I'm not gonna sit here and know what they should do. I just know there has to be something better than what they've been doing. Has to be.
No, most definitely, and to the point of we got to focus on the Dolphins, and it's any given Sunday. You never know. Right here, the boy Spencer says Bengals are beating the Steelers, and Cindy is whooping on Pittsburgh.
Which is why neither one of us put Pittsburgh in our top 5 AFC power rankings. See,
it was definitely in Cincinnati just last week. Didn't they just get whooped last week?
Yeah, I mean Burrow was throwing picks all over the place.
Yeah. So. It's any given Sunday, yo. You never know. Jacoby Brissett might come in here and he might have a chip on his shoulder.
That's why you have to play the games. We can talk about whatever we want to talk about. We can do over unders. We can look at stats, but at the end of the day, you gotta play the game, and we don't get to play the game. They got to go out there and play the game and execute game plans because both sides of the ball have professional athletes that are getting paid to do a job. They have coaches out there that are coaching to beat you, and anything can happen in between those white lines, man, for sure.
Yeah, most definitely. And I wonder how it's all just going to transpire this year because the AFC West is just so stacked, right? You got the Broncos 2-0. We're 2-0. We already know the Chiefs are going to be a team that you have to go in there and you have to have a mentality like we have to play our best, right?
Yeah.
And then you have the Chargers with up and coming Justin Herbert. I don't see how you could sit there and really say, okay, this is not the best football division. This has got to be the best division in football right now. Without a doubt.
Well, I mean, you have a division that you can arguably say have 3 of the top 10 quarterbacks in NFL.
Yeah.
Like you can argue, you can make the argument. I mean, you definitely got, I know some people say it's definitely 2, but you can argue that there's 3 from that one division.
And my boy Charm City says the donkeys don't count. Look, I don't really like to count the Broncos because look who they play. Look who they played, right? I feel like the league almost like eased them into the season. Like, let's go ahead and let them warm up before they start to play the hard.
Yeah, but you know what, man? You know what? Half the battle is beating the teams you're supposed to beat. And that's not always an easy thing to do. We've played sports, and we've also played down the competition. We looked over people. So, I mean, you don't want to give them credit as being the better 2-0 team. But the fact that they can go out there and beat the teams they should beat, I mean, you got to give them credit for doing that.
No, most definitely.
Because we've definitely lost games that we should have won, right? So when you look at a team that's 2-0 playing weaker guys, well, at least they're still getting the job done. And that defense is going to come along and they'll be playing us right at the right time for them and their defense and what their situation is going to be, man, because that defense has a lot of talent.
Yeah. And on the Chargers side of the defensive side of the ball, Asante Samuel Jr. I don't know if you know too much about him, but personally, I like the dude.
I love Asante.
I like the
dog.
A good question from Diego Lopez. He says, Asante Samuel Jr. or Nate Hobbs? I feel like you can't really do this, but I'll go ahead and let you answer the question.
Well, I mean, you got to look. It's simple, right? It's Asante Samuel if you're going on the outside.
Yeah.
I mean, Asante Samuel's a legit number one corner on the outside,
Yeah.
meaning he has the skills to go up and down the field, right? Nate Hobbs is a slot guy, and I don't think I would trust Nate Hobbs right now to play on the outside. I just won't because his aggressiveness to make tackles, and as great as he is for that, that's his strength. Asante Samuel's strength is literally press man and playing tight coverage and plastering to receivers. So if I had to pick one and it was for the outside, I got to pick Asante Samuel. Easy.
Yeah, most definitely. I agree with you because I like Asante Samuel.
Oh,
when the Chargers got him, I was like, oh my
I
goodness.
know.
Derwin James.
I mean, Asante,
Samuel,
I think we
Bosa,
both
Murray.
had Asante ranked pretty high in our top DBs coming out. We both had the Surtains, we both had the JC Horns. I think Asante was right there, 3, 4, 5. So
unfortunately, what happened to JC Horn? I think he went out with like a broken.
I think he broke his shit.
Broken
man.
foot or something.
He was having a
weird.
great year.
Non-contact.
Chiefs just threw an interception, I think.
Broken foot on non-contact. You said the Chiefs threw a pick?
I think the Chiefs just threw an interception, yo.
Uh-oh. Let's see what happens. Let it. Oh, the chart. Oh. 142 Charger pick.
Yeah.
Dang. Chiefs choked. Chiefs about to lose. Uh-oh. That's tough. Wow. Lucky chokers.
Y'all keep calling me a Herbert
throwing picks like that because Mahomes threw a pick last game too. That was pretty crucial.
They keep calling me a fanboy. I'm not no fanboy, bro. I just see talent, yo. Like that boy. I'm telling you right now, if we don't get to Herbert, it's gonna be a long day because no matter how good Casey Hayward is, it ain't nobody shutting down Keenan Allen.
No. Keenan Allen is pretty good. He's top.
And you know what?
He's right there with the top 5 wide receivers.
And you know what it is too? It's not even about just Keenan Allen's skills. It's they know how to use Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
So, but we ain't gonna get caught up on playing them because we gotta get this dub today, man. We gotta get this dub. We're about 10 minutes away from game time, man. I'm super excited. I know you excited, man. So what we got next, man? What we got next?
We got the so we like you said, we got about 10 minutes left before the game starts. We're gonna get off here in about 5 minutes. So we got 5 minutes for us to get prepared to watch the game and everything like that. So we can go ahead and jump right into the 2-minute drill. We're gonna
I'm nervous, bro. I ain't running 2-minute drills since I was in high school, baby. Let's go.
Hey, I'm trying to cook something up right now. So y'all bear with me. It's a 2-minute drill. Y'all let us know down in the chat. Y'all keep up with us because it's gonna be ready. I'm gonna try and make it rapid pace. We're gonna have a clock up here. So Honch,
I ain't got no timeouts.
Nah, so Honch gonna be up here sweating the Taco Bell out. So let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Y'all get ready. To chat. Y'all let us know. Here's a 2-minute drill.
Oh,
I'm gonna try and wing it. We're gonna figure it out. You ready? I'm gonna ask the question. I'm gonna ask the first question and then I'll start the clock. So you'll get.
All right, but look, if I don't see the clock, then I ain't gonna know. I don't know how much time I got or how much time.
You gonna see the clock.
You ain't got no clock.
I'm gonna ask the question.
You ain't got no clock.
Anyway. Do we get? I think I already asked this question. Let me go to the next one. Yannick Ngakoue has 0 sacks on the season. How many does Yannick get his first sack this game?
Oh, he got the clock. Yes.
I got it.
Yes.
Yeah, you got it. Okay, so Yannick gets his first. Yes. Key to success on defense.
Getting pressure on Brissett, forcing bad throws.
Okay. Key to success on offense.
Keeping Derek Carr clean. Keep that pocket clean, man. You got to keep Derek Carr upright for sure.
Offensive X factor.
Kenyon Drake.
No, I don't like that one. Defensive
X factor. I got 2 minutes.
Defensive X factor.
I believe defensive X factor is going to be Trayvon Merrick.
I hope so. Score prediction.
Oh, fuck, I'm about to faint. I think we're gonna go 35-17.
35-17. Make sure y'all record that in the chat. That's a banger right there, yo.
Damn, I can't breathe, bro.
Leading rusher.
For both teams or just ours?
For us.
Kenyon Drake.
Okay. Leading receiving yards.
Darren Waller.
Okay. Leading tackler.
Jonathan Abram. No. Perriman.
Oh.
Perriman.
Perriman?
Yeah.
Okay, Perriman. Sack leader.
Max?
Yes. That's Crosby with the sack leader. All right. Best defensive back play. I wasn't going to say interceptions, but it's kind of like, but I'll say defensive back play.
I think Trayvon Mullen's going to have the better matchup, so I'm going Trayvon Mullen.
Okay. Best wide receiver play.
Hunter Renfrow.
Hunter Renfrow. Oh, that's cold. That's cold right there. So Ruggs and Edwards gonna be the two dudes. But then
Hunter Renfrow will have more catches. Hunter Renfrow will have more catches than Ruggs and Edwards.
Okay, last question. Hennessy or Grey Goose?
Hennessy.
Sniped them. He took too long.
I didn't even know what you were saying. I just heard Grey Goose and Hennessy.
I said Hennessy or Grey Goose. That boy took too long. He took too long.
I don't drink either one of them, to be fair.
Nah. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody participating in the 2 minute drill. It was hectic. Got him sweating out the Taco Bell. But he pulled it off. He was like Derek Carr in the 2 minute drill. He pulled it off. He was out there being clutch. That's what I'm talking about. That's how we get it done.
You know what? Next time, you know what we should do next time? We'll talk about it off camera. We'll talk about it. Yeah, I got you. I don't want nobody stealing our shit.
Because they already are. So
they watch it.
So we got Henny. Then we only got 2 Hennies in the building.
I bet you Charm City said Henny.
Charm City. I bet he did.
I bet you he said Henny.
Hey, Chargers lining up for the field goal. Give us an update. Appreciate it, y'all. We try to do something new. We try to put the pressure on. I had to put the pressure on Honcho, man.
And you know what? And Ray came with that all by himself, man. So shout out to you, man. That was fire. That was fun.
No, for sure, man. I think the Chargers sealed the win. Did the Chargers seal the win?
I'm pretty sure.
We got about a minute left, man. We'll see what happens with the Chargers game. We'll hop up off of here, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Brandon Abrams says Henny with the super chat, aka Jermaine Dupree. Appreciate you.
Brandon, I just want to thank you. I want to thank you for the super. I want to thank you for discovering Usher and Bow Wow and them. Appreciate So Deaf, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, we got L. Appreciate it, Doug, for pulling up, man. Thanks. Chargers gonna lose. They choked. What happened?
They missed the field goal.
They choked. Chargers about to choke. They choked. False start.
Oh, so they on the 35 right now. 4th and 9, I think.
Said 20 mile per hour winds. 20 mile per hour. He said, laugh my ass off. Appreciate it, Brandon, being a good sport, man. Trust me, dog. We get called. Someone just called me Chance the Rapper. I'm Trayvon Merrick. I've been every light skin.
I'm every light skinned dude from the 90s, but from Elder Bars, the Bone Thugs.
Yeah, before the 90s, because
I look like the father from Addams Family.
That boy been every light skin since the 80s, because he been Prince. My boy says anything impossible. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know.
I don't fuck with that brown liquor, yo. I don't fuck with that brown liquor no more. I'm too old for that.
San Diego Super Chokers. Yo, what happened?
Nah, because it was from the 30, they would have kicked the field goal, but then they got a false start. So now
they're going for it.
They have to. You can't kick it from there and miss.
Yeah. Wait, flag. What? It says they're going for 4th and 9. Williams dropped 2 balls.
Who?
Williams.
Mike Williams always dropping passes, bro.
He's a contested catch guy.
Yeah, but he
only catch the pass unless if it's under like some crazy distress or something like that. Like he's not supposed to catch it, so he'll catch it.
Damn, Patrick Mahomes threw 2 picks.
Pass interference. Chiefs PI. Oh wow. That's how they end the game. That's crazy. All right, man. We only got a couple more minutes till the game start, man. Right. Appreciate Honcho pulling up. Appreciate everybody pulling up on us. You already know how it is, man. Yes, every week, about an hour and a half to 2 hours before the game, we do a pregame live show. Appreciate you pulling up, man. You already know it's lit.
Sure, man.
The 2 minute drill was pretty dope.
Fire, man. Fire. Way to add some new shit to this platform we got, man. Because a lot of people do it, but not a lot doing it like we doing it. So shout out to you for bringing that to the table, man. That shit was fire.
Yeah, man. Hey. Until next time, y'all keep it lit. Y'all know what time it is. Until next time, raid the tape.